Like, here's the thing. In episode 4, they say Merlin's such a badass that no prison can hold him. Well, if that's true, you would think also that the opposite would also be true. So, like, wouldn't he also be able to break into a prison? So, wouldn't he also be able to break into the Flash's Star Labs metahuman prison? Maybe get that guy, break that guy out who can transform into poisonous gas at will. Maybe get that guy, the crazy mobster killer guy. Um, maybe guys. I mean, you guys wrote it, not me. And actually, speaking of that, going back to episode 4, now that I brought that up and I just thought of this, when Marlon says he's such a badass, no prison can hold him, right? Why is it never brought up? If the Oliver and all these characters really believe that no prison can hold this guy, why don't they bring him to the metahuman prison? They must know the metahuman prison exists, right? They keep in touch with fucking Flash and shit. Hell, Felicity was just there. She was such at Star Lab. She must know the metahuman prison. She was just there during the events of that episode. Why didn't it cross their mind to send him to the metahuman prison? Because, I mean, come on, he's not a metahuman, so I'm sure these eggheads over at Star Labs could figure out a way to make some kind of cell to fucking hold Merlin. Okay, so, and you guys might be saying, hey, well, maybe you didn't know of a metahuman, the mind control, and all this stuff. Okay, yeah, okay, fine, but it's not any more convoluted and contrived than fucking having use mind control drugs to blackmail, like, to get Thea to kill Sarah, to then blackmail Oliver to go and fucking fight Ra's al Ghul. It really, and then you'd be saying, oh well, okay, well, it just didn't happen that way, all right. This is just the way it happened. We're just seeing how this is how it happened. I mean, at least these scenarios. I mean, yeah, probably just as convoluted because what the hell? They're like backing me in a corner here with their crappy writing. At least the success rate, guys. I mean, come on, MetaHuman versus Ra's al Ghul, probably kill him. Bomb versus Ra's al Ghul, probably kill him. Oliver versus Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul will probably whip his ass. Again, no reason for Merlin to believe that fucking Oliver can defeat Ra's al Ghul. No fucking reason. So, here's a question. Okay, so Merlin, he tells Oliver about his convoluted plot when he does, right? It's only after Green Arrow goes and interrogates Thea about Merlin. Then Merlin pops up because he found out from Thea about being interrogated by Green Arrow, and he's all mad at Oliver. Then he lays his plan on fucking Oliver. Why? Why'd he wait till then? Because the reason why Merlin is seeing Oliver in that scene, he goes to see him, is because of what he did. Oliver did to Thea. It had nothing to do with his evil plan. It's played like, oh, by the way, I have this evil plan, by the way, where I'm gonna force you to fight Ra's al Ghul for me, and you're gonna defeat him and eliminate the blood debt or whatever the fuck. Right? And when, like, if Green Arrow never interrogated Thea, when did Merlin plan on telling Oliver about the fucking convoluted evil plot he had to kill Ra's al Ghul? At what point? And it doesn't just seem like a total coincidence that it's with Lisa gives Oliver and everyone 48 hours to find the killer of Thea, and then in this episode, Merlin shows up. Oh, by the way, here's my convoluted evil scheme to kill Ra's al Ghul. As though it's like two completely independent things that have nothing to do with each other. But it just so happened that it worked out for the storyline that Merlin just happened to explain his plan to Oliver in this episode. Huh? What a coincidence. Again, what a coincidence. Just like Maseo showing up in this episode. What a coincidence. Just like Felicity being fucking romantically involved, or at least flirting, whatever the fuck, with yet another superhero. What a coincidence. Oh man, these people love their fucking coincidence. Well, guess what? I fucking don't. They're fucking stupid. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I know the definition of a coincidence is that it's, a coincidence, but I'm sorry. That's impossible! That is fucking impossible. It just so happens that Nisa gives Oliver and everyone 48 hours to find the killer star, then, totally independent of that, Merlin decides that he's just gonna tell Oliver about his fucking plan to, like, I don't know. Like, what? I mean, obviously, the better way to, like, do that would be to just make it so, like, Merlin always planned on telling Oliver at that point for some reason. I don't know, but you know what? It's so fucking stupid. I didn't even bother to figure out a better way for him to write this, because it's just fucking shit. I'm not even gonna waste my fucking time. It is so fucking bullshit. So, again, another question. After Merlin explains his big evil plot to Oliver. Oh yes, I did it. I blackmailed. I got Thea to do it so I can blackmail you. Blah 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 blah. Why not in that moment? Why does Oliver just do what Merlin tells him to do? Why is he taking orders from him? Why? He's an evil terrorist bad guy, supervillain. Why is Oliver just completely obedient to this guy? Am I missing something? Is there a deleted scene somewhere? Was there a lost episode or something? Like, help me out here. Why does he just take orders from Merlin? Hey, Oliver, here, instead of going on a suicide mission, trying to kill badass Ra's al Ghul, here, I got a better idea. Why don't you kill the motherfucker? Kill Merlin! Get off your ass and do something! Oh! Why? Be proactive, don't just take orders from the guy! Kill him! Right there! Kill him! And then explain to fucking... Hell, you don't even have to kill him. Do what Diggle said in that other episode there, in episode 4. You don't have to be the one to kill him, but you don't have to stop him from being killed either. Fucking beat his ass, send him to Nanda Parbat, and then explain to Ra's al Ghul, hey, we found the killer, because he's the fucking killer. Who gives a... It wasn't Thea. M. Night Shyamalan, fuck you, twist. It was Merlin who... For all intents and purposes, it was fucking Merlin who did it. Merlin's the fucking killer. Bring him to Ra's al Ghul. Fucking, here's the killer. And you know what? Merlin, you're fucked. Because you know what? Ra's al Ghul hates you anyway. Ra's al Ghul would probably take Oliver's fucking word. There you go. There you go. There's your mid-season finale. Problem solved. Oh, right, you can't do that because you have no show. You'd have no fucking storyline. You'd have no contrived fucking storyline. So, instead of acting like, a rational fucking human being, he has to go full retard and just do what Merlin tells him. He goes on the suicide mission to fight Ra's al Ghul. Instead of just fucking killing Merlin or serving up Merlin in the league. And you know what? Maybe Oliver was thinking, well, Merlin said that no prison can hold him. So wow, he must really mean it. No prison can hold. Well, you know who he learned that from? He learned that from the fucking League of Assassins. So if he goes to the League and serves up Merlin to the League, if there's one group of people that Oliver should trust that can handle Merlin, whether it be imprisoning him or killing him or just get him out of Oliver's life once and for all. It'd be the fucking League of Assassins. Because there's got to be some kind of failsafe in the training or something, right? Ra's al Ghul must be a smart enough guy that he should be able to deal with the fucking badass League members who can escape prisons. He can handle them. Send them to the fucking League. Why the fuck? Like, immediately in that scene, I'd have Oliver immediately start trying to fight off Merlin, try to get his allies in there, something. Oh yeah, and speaking of fucking, well, actually, we'll get back to the allies thing, okay? I want to still talk about this whole, how this thing, the whole thing about how Merlin has plot armor and bullshit. And this reminds me greatly of another TV show. I like using my other TV shows as examples because I can kind of illustrate how, you know, either things were done better before in other shows that they can, you know, kind of borrow ideas from, you know. Nothing wrong with borrowing a few ideas, you know, as long as it's blatant rip-offs, right? Or I can illustrate how things were also done poorly in other shows. So here's an example of things being done poorly. Sons of Anarchy, who the fans that are, well, the creators are apparently fans because Guggenheim, I guess, mentioned Sons of Anarchy as inspiration for the later half of season 3 in an interview, and you can clearly see its influence here. I mean, I don't know if this is what they were thinking of, but this is sure what it reminded me of. So, in the end of the 4th season of Sons of Anarchy, okay? Okay, and kind of explain what Sons of Anarchy is for people who don't know. Sons of Anarchy is like the diet caffeine-free, old duels, non-alcoholic beer, no sugar added, Dollar Tree bootleg merchandise version of The Shield. But instead of crooked cops, it's bikers, like a biker gang, and Peg Bundy's there, getting raped a lot for some reason. Probably to make up for the fact that Al would never have sex with her or some weird shit. I don't know. Don't ask me. It was fucking written by Kurt Sutter, who writes some pretty fucked up shit, so don't ask me. So, without getting into the huge mythology of the show, there's the protagonist and the antagonist. The main protagonist and antagonist of the show, they're both in this motorcycle club together. And this antagonistic character named Clay, who's portrayed by Ron Perlman, you know, Hellboy, he is constantly undermining the protagonist character. And in the 4th season, shit kind of hits the fan. Fucking the Clay Morrow guy starts killing a bunch of people within the club. Gets the protagonist guy in a whole lot of trouble and shit. So he gets wise to what's going on. He realizes that years ago he murdered his father. So he gets in a situation where he has Clay dead to rights. And he's about to kill him, as any sensible, rational human being would in this situation. Sound familiar? But he chooses not to because the plot demands it. Like, it's built up in the finale. Oh, he's got to kill him. He's got to kill him. Nope. And the rationale is that one of the arms dealers that they do business with will only deal with Clay and not Jax, the protagonist character. I'm not going to call him a hero because, you know, fuck, this show has, like, no likable characters, which is, like, one of the problems I have with it. But anywho, so he decides not to kill him. Which, if you watch the show, it's pretty flimsy reasoning. It's pretty flimsy reasoning. Because eventually what happens is that they end up severing ties, and the relationship with the arms dealer thing, this guy named Galen, it all ends up going south anyway, and then they're able to deal with it. Like, without too much trouble. And it's like, any rational human being, this Clay guy raised hell. He caused all kinds of problems for this protagonist character. And just this one problem with this arms dealer doesn't outweigh all the bad this guy did previously and all the bad he's probably going to do in the future. So really, I mean, if you weigh the pros and cons, it would make more sense to just kill the motherfucker.